Hi guys, welcome back to Get Free with Annie. That's me, I'm Annie. My channel is all about ways to get free. So time freedom is the most important. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So time freedom is when you don't have to trade your hour for a dollar amount of someone else's choosing. And that comes when you are financially free. So that's what I want this channel to be for you guys. I hope it helps you make decisions on what the best way for you is to get free, and let's get free together. Let's go. What's up guys? Welcome back to another review with Get Free with Annie. That's me, I'm Annie. Let's dive right into this review. I'm doing an updated review on Growth Cave. I did one a month or two back and have since learned some new information, gathered some details for you guys, and there was a lot of questions on my YouTube channel about this program, so I just wanted to do a new updated video on Growth Cave. What is it? It's a 6-module training course. It teaches you how to build a local marketing, aka lead generation business, by running Facebook ads and building funnels for small businesses to get them more leads or potential customers. And then when you do, they pay you either per lead or a monthly fee, usually a monthly fee these days. So basically it's a complete training course taught to you by a young dude, Lucas Lee Tyson, all about how to start your own local marketing agency. So let's talk about first, what is local marketing or lead generation? Basically, you are helping small businesses such as limo services, tree trimmers, roofers, plumbers, dentists, any kind of service-based local small business. You're helping them to get more leads, aka potential customers. And then businesses are always willing to pay you for finding them more customers, because more customers makes them more money. So they're willing to give you some of that money, usually on a monthly basis. So that is what local marketing, aka lead generation for small businesses, is. Who was it created by? It was created by Lucas Lee Tyson, this young guy right here. He's about 22 years old now. He's been doing local marketing for a few years, and he has a track record of making over $250,000 in 1 year with it. He's a really nice, down-to-earth dude. He seems to genuinely care about his students, and he is very active in his Facebook group, always answering questions to his students, always providing support. So he's a pretty cool guy. So what's different about it? Lucas really focuses on making a connection with your clients, which is important. If you can make a connection with your clients, you can close the deal with them easier, you can feel more comfortable talking to them, and you can make more money. So let's say your dad has a roofing company and you've always been around roofing your whole life and you know a bit about it. You would pick that for your niche, roofers, because now you know what to talk about when you call or email that potential client. You know what to say, you can relate to them. You would pick that for your niche, especially because now your dad can be your first customer. You can practice on him, you can find leads for him for free, you can pick his brain about what he liked and didn't like about you helping him, and then you have a reference. You can tell your next customer that you've, gotten 1,000 leads for this roofing guy. So it gives you a little bit more credibility too if you know somebody in that niche. All right, so what's included? My source for what's included is a review on a blog called ippei.com, ippei.com. You can find a ton of reviews on his blog page. He does really good in-depth reviews. He did one of Growth Cave, and so I'm going to use his website as the screen to show you for what's included, because he lists them all out on his blog. Again, the source I'm using here is epie.com. Hopefully that's okay with him. Epie, if it's not, let me know. Module 1, there's 6 modules in total that lead you to your first client. The first one is fundamentals and foundations. It's all about your mindset as an entrepreneur, why people fail, and sticking to it. It's basically just a lot about being a business owner, starting a business, and how hard it can be, how hard it is to take action, how sometimes you just fail no matter what, and you just need to have the right mindset. So he has a whole module on that. Module 2 is carving out your niche. It's a very common lesson, but Lucas does it in a unique and interesting way. He teaches you how to sell your system instead of selling leads. So he's telling you how to sell a specific product that will solve your client's problem, not just selling another marketing service like most courses teach you how to do. I really like that he words it that way. That's very, very smart. So in this one, he teaches you how to pick the perfect niche given your interests, your skills, your background, your education, and then how to price your offer so that it's worth at least $2,000 to $4,000 from day one, and just how to craft your message to your client so that they will say yes to you. Most people spend a lot of time on this, and this really scares a lot of people. Definitely is part of the reason why I didn't want to go towards lead generation. So it's good that he goes so in depth into this, and he has a lot of good tips and advice on how to get your client to listen to you and say yes to you. Module 3 is the automated client attraction machine. It's all about how to set up automated systems to get clients their leads through cold emailing, LinkedIn messages, organic Facebook messages. So trying to get clients to come to you instead of having to chase them down. Their goal is to get you your first client within the first 21 days of starting the program, and he shows you how to do this free so that you don't have to spend money to get your first client. And then once you get your first client, then you start using the paid methods. He does provide you with all of his funnels and automation templates that you can install into your business really easily. So that's pretty cool that he gives you all of that. And just to kind of give you an idea of how much effort and work it actually is, you're working through different inboxes of leads for your client prospecting, and then you narrow that down into a few meetings per week where you're going to have to talk to those clients and get them to want your service, and then you narrow that down into your most profitable clients. And his thing is that you should be getting one client per week. So it's definitely not passive. There's a lot of monitoring and calling and emailing and all sorts of stuff that you have to be doing constantly. Module 4 is the science of sales and client conversion. It's basically how to get your clients sold over the phone through a 2-call system. So it's showing you how to convert total strangers into high-paying clients with phone calls, and it's also teaching you how to handle objections that your client might have, how to collect payment via credit card over the phone. And Lucas provides you with live call breakdowns of him doing play-by-play analysis of him actually closing a real business owner over the phone so that you can see what that's like. It's pretty scary, to be honest with you. It's not my bag, but it is for some people. Lucas even says in his course that knowing how to sell is a life or death skill as an entrepreneur. So especially in local marketing, you got to be able to sell. And if you can't, you're not going to survive in your business. So if you like the feeling of that, then, local marketing, great for you. I personally don't. So autopilot service delivery is module 5. You're basically learning about account management after you have a happy client. You're checking on them twice a week, then once a week, then once a month is the goal. You're showing that you care, but hopefully less and less until it's just once a month. This is the part that's kind of the deal breaker for me. You really have to keep tabs on your clients in order to have retention, meaning that they keep wanting to pay you every month and not going and finding someone else or just getting tired of your services. And then module 6 is systems and scaling. So you're learning how to delegate tasks here so that you can grow and have more time. So you're basically learning how to build a team. This part's really important, I think, because money is great, but if you have no time to enjoy it, then why are you even starting a business? So it's going to take you a ton of work and time and effort and rejection and calling and emailing before you get to this point. But once you get to this point, if you can get here and automate things so that you have a team doing all this stuff for you, all the customer service, all the technical stuff, taking payments, stuff like that, then you will actually start to have time to enjoy your income. So I'm really glad that Lucas devotes an entire module to this. He also gives you all the legal assets you need for your business. So client agreements, contracts, terms and conditions, privacy policies, etc., etc. So that's really cool that he gives you all that. Again, listening to all that stuff that you're going to have to do, it just makes me shy away from this kind of business because that's just so much contracts and client agreements. Like, that's it for me. I don't want to do that. But he does give that all to you so that you don't have to come up with it yourself or pay $5,000 in lawyer fees. So that is really cool. Also, everything else included, he gives you done for you templates for funnels and emailing. He gives you done for you photos and copy that you can use. He gives you access to his private Facebook group where he's very involved. He does live Q&A calls. He includes just really good support from him and his team. And then you also get 3 free months of Client Bolt, which is software that Lucas recommends to help you find clients in your area. You basically type the niche that you want in the city that you're in, and it gathers all those businesses in your area. You can do all that yourself, or you can have Client Bolt do that for you for 3 months for free when you sign up with Lucas's link. So that's pretty cool. And for the rest of this, I'm just going to use the article that I wrote and the notes that I took that you can read as I go along, because Lucas doesn't really have a great page with lots of pictures and stuff. You can watch a webinar, but I can't play the webinar for you while I do this video because you won't be able to hear me. So anyways, this is the screen you get. So how does it work? You identify the niche that you like. You find clients who have businesses in those niches through cold emailing, LinkedIn, and Facebook organic search. Then you use the software that he recommends called Client Bolt, where you type in the name of the niche, the city, and you get a bunch of businesses in your region. It's normally $99 a month, but when you use Lucas's link, you get 3 months of it for free. I would recommend using it for 3 months for free, getting a whole bunch of clients, and then canceling it. Then you find your first client by calling them up, offering your services to find them customers, and this is where your connection with them is really going to help you. You call them up, offer to find them customers, and Lucas's goal for you is to find one client within the first 3 weeks, and then the money you make from that client, which should be at least $1,000, you put right back into your business so that you can get more clients through paid advertising. So you offer to set up online ads for your client using Facebook ads and online sales funnels. And Lucas also teaches you basic marketing skills so that you have a little bit more value to offer your clients. And then from there, when you get your client leads, they start paying you monthly for your ongoing service. So after you get one client, you can use that money to pay for ads and marketing and build your client list, and then you just keep doing that. So you scale up. So who's this for? Anybody who wants to start their own local marketing business and you have a couple $1,000s to spend on the course and the software and Facebook ads. If you don't mind talking to clients and dealing with customer services issues and getting rejected and cold calling and cold emailing and setting up a bunch of contracts and negotiating and finding more clients and keeping them happy, then this is for you. So basically, if you don't mind talking to clients all the time and dealing with customer service issues, then this is for you. And if you have some experience with sales or client prospecting and you like working with people and you like selling, this is for you. Also, if you're good at Facebook ads or you enjoy working with Facebook ads, then this would be for you. Who is this not for? If you don't want to have clients that you're finding and calling and emailing regularly, you don't like talking to people, you don't like getting rejected, that's just not something you want to do because you don't want to be making money through something that you hate doing. So if you don't like doing that, like I don't like doing that, then this wouldn't be for you. I don't want to have to try to talk with potential clients and try to sell them on signing up with my services and negotiating payments with them. And I don't want to have to use Facebook ads because I hate Facebook ads. They're expensive and Facebook can ban your ad accounts whenever they dang well please. Then this is not for you. If you don't like Facebook ads, you don't like dealing with clients, it's not for you. If you just want an online business where you don't have to deal with people and their customer issues and their a-hole ways, and you want something more passive where you don't have to set up contracts, deals, and all that stuff, affiliate marketing would be a better fit for you. And I do have a link in the description below. Just hit that little arrow button to see the description. The link for the affiliate marketing program that I recommend, the one and only one that I recommend, is in the description. Okay, so pros. Lucas has integrity. He's using legit methods. His program is full of good content, and he cares if his students succeed. Lucas is very approachable and kind to his students. You can tell he really cares about them. His approach is practical. You start with one client, use the money from that client for paid ads so that you can grow your business and then scale. That's a great way to do it. There are lots of good reviews and testimonials, lots of success stories from his students. That's very important. Lucas is also very upfront and honest about the work that you're going to have to put in because it's a lot. And I'm super glad that he's upfront about it and he's not just like, oh yeah, it's easy. You can just do it in your spare time. It's not like that. It's a lot of work and he is upfront about that. So I like that. Another thing that's a pro, you can start making money relatively quickly. He promises to help you find your first client in the first 3 weeks and then use that money to find another client. So potentially you could be making a profit within a couple months. That's pretty awesome. You're just going to have to work really hard to get there. It's not going to be easy. Cons, the course is a high ticket course, although I think that it's reasonable for the content that you get. Cons, big con, finding clients initially can be so tough. You can just get rejected hundreds of times before you find your first client or, even able to talk to your first client. Sometimes it's really hard to even get to them. They've got secretaries and all sorts of ways because they don't want to talk to people like you. Can be very discouraging and take a lot of effort and time and perseverance to find them. Con, once you have multiple clients, you have multiple people needing to contact you on a regular basis. So if you're not available, they might find someone else. And, you can't just be gone because you got to talk to people. So if you're traveling in some far off country where you don't have phone service, you might lose your client. So I don't like that at all. Con, some companies are only going to need you for a little while. So some companies just need marketing to get them, maybe 100 more clients, and then they don't need any more marketing, like a dental office. Once they have 200 patients, they don't want to see any more patients. So sometimes you're going to have clients like that aren't going to need your services forever. So that's a big con, longevity. Con, you can have multiple, you can't have multiple clients in the same region. So you can't just pick like one tiny little town and help all those clients because they're going to be competing for leads. And if client A is taking all the leads, then client B is not going to be getting any leads and client B is going to drop you anyways. So you have to kind of pick like one client per region, which is kind of hard. Another con, Lucas doesn't really talk about using a business owner that you already know, like your dad or your brother or mom, so that you can gain some experience so that you have more leverage when you're trying to find your first client. And I think that is an important thing to talk about. He doesn't really spend much time teaching about free and organic traffic because he just wants you to do that once to get your first client and then pay for traffic after that, which I don't really like. Also, using paid Facebook ads as the main way to get leads is just not my favorite. I don't recommend Facebook ads. They're expensive. Your account can get banned at any time. And it's just interruption marketing. So people just getting interrupted by your Facebook ads that they maybe don't even want to see. And you're paying for ads to be shown to people who don't want to see them. And I just don't like Facebook ads. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail for reasons why I don't like using Facebook ads for traffic. They're expensive. Your money's getting spent on ads being shown to people who weren't searching for that topic. So it's called interruption marketing. For example, if you spend money on an ad for a plumbing service, but the person seeing it doesn't need a plumber, then you just wasted money and irritated that person. Also, you need to monitor your ads constantly because they can stop working or get disabled or tons of stuff. So it's not passive. And ads can really fail pretty badly, but you don't know until you've already spent money on it. So you have to test ads, which costs money. And it can be very expensive and very frustrating. And Facebook can disable your ad account, your whole business account, or your entire Facebook profile whenever they want to. And you can't really talk to anybody about it or find out why or get it back. It's basically just like, your ad account's been disabled. Contact support if you want to know why, and then you contact support. Maybe like a month later, some bot either gives you your account back or tells you that they're not going to give you your account back, and they don't tell you why, and that's it. It sucks. I've had it happen to me several times. Testimonials and other reviews. There are many positive testimonials and reviews. There's a few reviews from other lead gen courses that said that their courses and methods were better. For example, the one that I referenced earlier, epie.com, he has a course that he recommends. You can check it out on his blog. It's more about free traffic and organic SEO. He doesn't use Facebook ads or paid traffic at all, which I really think is cool. There was one review on Better Business Bureau that said they had a hard time getting their 30-day money back guarantee honored, but eventually it did get resolved. And he does have a 4.7 out of 5 on Trustpilot. Frequently asked questions. So here's probably why that one person had a hard time getting their money back, because there is a 30-day money back guarantee, but it's action based, which means you have to apply all the strategies with your best effort. And if they don't work within 30 days, then you get a refund. So I don't know how you would prove that you did all your best effort and tried all the strategies and do all that in 30 days. That would be hard. So can I do this as a complete beginner? Do I need any prior experience or skills? No, you can be a complete beginner. Most students are. It's really step-by-step and complete training. How much time do I need to devote to this? At least 2 hours per day is what that should say. So minimum 2 hours per day, but you're not going to be moving very fast if that's all you're doing. I would say if you actually want to make this business successful in a few months, you're going to be treating it like a full-time job. How much do I charge clients? You want to price on value, not cost or time. So you should look at how much it's costing your prospect to have this problem of not having customers and what it would be worth to them to have that problem solved. He strongly recommends not to price below $2,000, and he encourages them to charge more than that, and many do. And many people pay because people will pay for customers if you are delivering. The course costs about $1,500. It's really not a bad price for what you get. You can also split it into 3 payments of about $600. Either it's $1,500 or it's about $1,800 if you split it up. Many other courses are teaching the same thing and are charging $2,000 to $5,000. I know ePie's course is a lot more expensive than $1,500. My final thoughts: practical, hands-on content, step-by-step, easy to follow. Good creator, good support, delivers what it promises. Lucas is a genuine dude. Cold emails, LinkedIn messaging are a little outdated. There's got to be a better way. No matter how great the course is, you're going to have to get on the phone, close the deal, and not everyone is going to be okay with this or good at it. That's what the deal breaker was for me. Clients, business owners can be a real pain to deal with, and if you want to scale your business, you're going to have to deal with a lot of them. And Facebook ads and their high price and unpredictability are well known, and I wish there was another method being taught. So my final verdict is that if you are an absolute beginner and you love talking to people and selling over the phone and you're great at Facebook ads, then I highly recommend this course. If you are not all of those things, then I do not recommend this course. So I personally think there are safer and less frustrating ways to build a local marketing agency than with Facebook ads, i.e. using SEO to rank websites where you own the website and then you rank it so that it has traffic and then you rent that website out. Then you're building your own asset, and if a business stops needing you, you can just move on to another business without having to start all over. So I do think that that's a better way to do local marketing. However, I don't generally recommend local marketing at all. If you really have your heart set on local marketing, then an alternative course that teaches this method of renting out websites through organic traffic is Dan and ePie Local Marketing. I've referenced that a few times in this video. However, there are cons to their course as well. Their course is a lot more expensive and I think takes more time to build up websites like that. Whereas Lucas's way, it's paid ads, so it's a lot faster. I do think that Lucas is a stand-up guy and all of his students seem to be having success, so that really says a lot about him and his course. It's really hard to know which way to go and where to start in this endless sea of online courses and gurus. It really is. I do think local marketing is a lucrative online business and you can make money in a relatively short amount of time. However, it's a lot of work. It's not passive, and that's why I believe that affiliate marketing is the best online business, because it does take a little bit longer to start making the same amount of money. However, you don't have to deal with finding and dealing with multiple clients, getting rejected, keeping them happy, selling them, keeping them paying you every month, calling them, emailing them. Personally, I chose online business because I didn't want to have to deal with people and customer service and making sure that they're happy and all the BS that comes with that. I really wanted a passive way to make money. Calling hundreds of businesses and trying to sell them on buying my service over the phone really kind of sounds like my worst nightmare. But if it sounds okay to you, then I think Lucas's course is a great place to start. Otherwise, if you're like me and you don't know where to start because there's so many people promoting courses on how to make money online, but you just want a business where you don't need a product, you don't need a service to provide, you don't need to cold call or cold email hundreds of people, you don't need to deal with Facebook ads and all the mind-numbing frustration that comes with it, you don't need to pay for ads at all, and once you get set up, you don't need to work more than a couple hours per week, then you can find more about that by clicking the link in my description below. Click on that little down arrow, take you to my description. Find the link in there to the course that I recommend, the only course that I recommend for a passive income business. I hope you enjoyed this review with Get Free with Annie, and go out and get free.